Happened on Saturday, 27th. The first game is the Wizards beat the Detroit Pistons 108-104. These two bad teams seem to play each other a lot, so at least they can get some wins off each other. This one, Jordan Poole played 29 minutes, had an okay game, 17 points. Tyus Jones continued to blow out, 9 assists and 2 steals and a block. Continue to ride him. Probably a sell high at the moment because you just don't know what's going to happen with these guys' minutes. A veteran on a bad team, are they going to give him minutes as we get to the end of the season? We don't know. So for those uncertainty reasons, it might be better just try to sell high. Like if you can get to a 2-for-1 and get a top 40, 50 player, that would be worth it. Especially if you don't need his assist. His assist is elite with very low turnover. Kyle Kuzma took 27 shots, got his 37 point. Wow, Jordan Poole is a plus 25, so he played well. Kyle Kuzma had 3 threes, amazing game, and Daniel Gafford did his thing. No blocks, but added 3 steals versus the bad Detroit team. We look at Detroit. Jalen Duren, amazing, 18 rebounds, 5'6", but he's got to get more defensive stats. Another game with no steals and no blocks. 3 assists is okay. Cade Cunningham came back, had 7 turnovers, but the counting numbers looked fine. Just worry for him. What happens if we get to the end of the season? How much are they playing him? They still give him 35 minutes this game. Jaden Ivey only 26 minutes. We still hold on to him, see how things go. And Bogdanovic went off with 30 points and 4 threes. Sell high. These type of players, you always sell high. Like a veteran player on a bad team, you just don't know if he gets traded or something like that. All-Star Thompson, our guy, still getting just 17 minutes. Moving on to the next game, the New York Knicks. They just keep rolling. They beat Miami at home, 10. It's to be expected, 109-124. The Miami Heat, they've been on a big losing streak. Big losing streak. This is still 7th seed. After the loss, but they lost 6 straight. The most in the NBA. They lost 6 straight games, which is no good. Jimmy Butler, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals. That's pretty good, 20 points. Ben Adebayo struggled pretty big. Minus 20, 12 points, and 13 rebounds. And, this Knicks team, they didn't have Mitchell Robinson, and they just got their Isaiah Hartenstein back, who only played 15 minutes. So, I don't know why Bam struggled so hard this game. Tyler Hero had 18 points and 4 threes. Looked really empty. The Terry Rozier. 7 assists is okay, but he's not going to put up the same number he's putting up. So the sell high window is closed. He's still a must roster. He's still starting, getting 30-plus minutes. He's just not putting up the same numbers as before because too many guys got to eat on this team. Right? He's probably maybe the third, just in terms of number of shot attempts. Third behind Jimmy Butler, Bam, probably going to take more shots than him. And also you have Tyler Hero. Duncan Robinson hit 5 threes. He's just a 3-point streamer. And JJJ, Kwame, once everybody comes back, he really wasn't going to get 30 minutes. So it's okay to just drop him. For the New York Knicks, how about OG Anunoby? 19 points, 2 threes, and 2 steals and 4 assists. An okay game. But the defensive stats, I think he's getting them at a pretty good rate now. And also, I think the blowout. But the big news here is that Julius Randle got injured. Randle's injury, he's got some shoulder Oh my God, he's got a dislocated right shoulder. That could be bad. Basketball Monster says he's expected to miss 17 games, so he's gonna miss a month and a half. Who really benefits? I think probably Josh Hart. Precious Achiuwa is going to get a few extra minutes, maybe. I don't know if because they're going to give Isaiah Hartenstein all the minutes. And the power forward position, ideally, you want somebody who can really shoot the basketball. Right? If you start him and Precious Achiuwa, the spacing is kind of messed up. Either way, Josh Hart probably a pickup, and also Dante DiVincenzo. I think maybe they just go small a little bit more. So those are the 2 guys that. Well, let's see what happens next game. With their minutes. Both guys could benefit. Jalen Brunson, of course, did his thing here. 32 minutes and 32 points and 8 assists, a steal and a block, 4 threes and 5 rebounds. Amazing. And Randall, hopefully you know, he comes back quick because the East is pretty competitive and they're just getting started. Maybe they can go for a deep run in the playoff. Just make sure he comes back fully healthy. I don't know how shoulder injury would work, dislocate. How much that impact with your shooting and all that. The next game is the Denver Nuggets beat the Philadelphia Sixers only by 6 points when they don't have Embiid and they don't have Tyrese Maxey, and Paul Reed had a big game, 30 points, 13 rebounds. We say, right, like Embiid is out, we stream Paul Reed, but this is the best game so far, and he played 42 minutes, had 5 personal fouls. Did not expect that. Kelly Oubre Jr. played well, 25 points, 2 blocks, and 1 3, while Patrick Beverley had 11 assists and 17 points. Patrick Beverley, look at that. I think if Tyrese Maxey is out, he's a guy that we could look. He might get good assist, 30 plus minutes. Well, obviously this game Embiid also did not play, so he got really extra usage to run the team. So surprisingly, they kept it close, only 6-point game. Batum played just 25 minutes without the injuries, which is curious. They decided to go with Daniel House, maybe need more offense. Marcus Morris Sr. has 17 points. Yeah, I mean, this Sixers team, they got some good fantasy players. If you give them 30 plus minutes, like Kelly Oubre Jr. could be decent, right? He needs to be rostered. Even at the moment, they still don't have DeAnthony Melton, who is good. KJ Martin plays just 18 minutes. Give him 30 minutes. He's good. Batum, Marcus Morris, these guys could be useful in category leagues. For the Denver Nuggets, Jokic somehow went 10 for 16 from the free throw line. 16.7 assists and 2 steals in 26. Still a good line overall. And Jamal Murray hit 6 threes, 7 assists, is still on the block. Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon put up Denver is at their best when, this is the stat line looks like. Like Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon each get 15 to 20 points. Jokic gets like 25. Jamal Murray gets like 25. Really spread the ball around. That's when Denver is at their best. Usually, that tells you like the offense is, everybody shares the ball a little bit. Where sometimes the team defensively, they just let Jokic let Jokic score 40. Those times, like, their offense is not as efficient. I don't know. Maybe Jokic gets tired in the fourth. And while the other guys get stay cold. Well, moving on to the next game, we have the Houston Rockets barely lost to Brooklyn Nets on the road. Brooklyn Nets, they're winning some games, but where are they really going? Okay, they're 10th seed right now, barely holding on to the spot. The Rockets, the West is brutal. The West, the Lakers after last night, they were actually 9th seed, while Rockets 11th, 2 games behind the Jazz. While the Rockets, Jalen Green had an amazing game the night before, had 36 points, had another decent game here. 4 threes, didn't shoot the ball well, but he hit 4 threes, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds and 19 points and a steal. He usually doesn't grab those rebounds. Well, he grabbed 9 of them. Fred VanVleet continues to play okay. Well, just the other game he had 4 blocks or 3 steals, something like that. No blocks here, 8 assists and a steal is still okay. Emperor Şengün had 11 rebounds. Not much else. Jeff Green, Dylan Brooks. Well, Jabari Smith Jr. is still out. Tari Eason is still out. So Jeff Green is starting, but he's not really doing much. All the bench guys, Cam Whitmore played 29 minutes. He might be the only guy that I might look to stream for some threes. But if they have a back-to-back, but all the other guys, I'm not sure. Like, Amen Thompson is amazing. The Thompson brothers did amazing getting those defensive stats, 3 steals and 2 blocks. But he's not really getting minutes this season. We look at the Brooklyn Nets. Spencer Dinwiddie with 9 assists and 10 points and a steal and a block. Okay. He's really up and down. If you can get him to a 2-for-1 to get any value, I would. He's also a little bit disengaged. Cam Thomas played 41 minutes at 37 points. Amazing. This is why he's a must roster, right? Once every 5 or 6 games, he scores over 30. Nicholas Claxton also amazing. 13 rebound, 4 assists, and still on the block. Just he missed all the free throws. During finished minute. Wait, for whatever reason, these guys play huge minutes. Did they play this game went overtime? This game did not go to overtime, I don't think. But the Nets decided to just give, usually like, especially Mikal Bridges, he also played, you don't really see Nets players play over 40 minutes. Um, they really try to get this win, I guess. Mikal Bridges finally had a game where he got 3 steals and a block, but continued to disappoint for the most part of the season. Moving on to the next game, the LA Clippers. Well, this is a battle heavyweight. This is heavyweights. And the fact that Boston got beaten by 19 points at home. First of all, they never lost until they lost to Denver last week at home. And now they lost to Clippers by 20 points. They got some injuries, but still, that's not ideal. Harden didn't even play well, but he's a plus 36. 9 points, 7 assists, and 8 rebounds, missed all his threes. But Kawhi Leonard, oh my God. His efficiency is just insane. 10 for 15. Him and SGA, man. These two guys, I think, fantasy-wise, they're very similar. I think Kawhi hit more threes, but other than that, I think very similar. SGA also get a bunch of defensive stats. Great free throw shooter. Get to the line. Maybe more than Kawhi. Yeah, Kawhi. This line is just amazing. Paul George hit 3 threes, 17 points, and 2 steals. Played okay. And Russell Westbrook, this game only plays 15. This is the problem. Is that sometimes Russell Westbrook come in play 28, play well, but this game only played 15. Still have 5 assists. I think if you're looking for assists and rebound, you don't care about efficiency, he's a must roster. Otherwise, he's just a streamer. Or try to sell to somebody that will really value him, do a 2-for-1 or something. For the Celtics, because it's such a big blowout, Jaylen Brown plays just 24 minutes. Tatum grabbed 11 rebounds, 21 points. No Kristaps Porzingis, so Al Horford started just 19. We should continue to hold on to Al Horford until Porzingis comes back. That's the rule of thumb, is just always stream Al Horford by default when Porzingis is out. Well, Derek White just had his worst game of the season. 0 for 8. Jesus Christ. 2 points. Had 3 blocks. Jrue Holiday had 4 assists. Yeah. Jrue Holiday also hasn't been good this year. But he's not drafted too early either, because we all expected that. Jrue Holiday on the season, he's 79th. Okay, probably where we expect him to be. Just 0.8 steals and 0.8 blocks is good. 0.8 steals, that should go up to 1.2, I think. For whatever reason, just not getting steals this year. Which happens. Moving on to the next game, we'll have the Utah Jazz. Now they're in the 10th seed. They have no problem beating bad teams on the road. This one wasn't really close, to be honest. Lauri Markkanen had 33 points. How about Colin Sexton? Absolutely must roster. 24 points, 13 assists with 2 steals, 13 assists. Now he's getting assists and steals. This is the problem with him over the years when he was on the Cavs. He's a 20-point scorer. No problem. He can get buckets and can get to the free throw a little bit. But just lack of assists as a point guard and lack of defensive stats. He's doing all that now. I think he's just playing really good at the moment. Chris Dunn starts in 17 minutes. He will give you 6 assists and steal a block, which is not bad. But again, the minutes is so low that unless they got a back-to-back, I really wouldn't stream. I would not even stream him unless you really need assists and steals and blocks. Walker Kessler is disappointing. Came off the bench, played also just 60 minutes, but he had 3 blocks. So even 17 minutes of Walker Kessler, he remains to be a must roster. And Jordan Clarkson played 32 minutes, not the best game, 14 points. When Colin Sexton is playing that well, 13 assists, yeah. Clarkson doesn't really need to do much. We look at the Charlotte Hornets. Right now they're a mess, but Nick Richards is must roster. He's heating up a little bit. 4 blocks, 13 rebounds, 7 of them being offensive, 26 points. This game, no LaMelo, so they started Ish Smith. What? Wow, he had 12 assists, amazing. So now we know if you need an assist and LaMelo Ball is out, Ish Smith, you could possibly look to stream him. And with Terry Rozier gone, yeah, they're one less guard. Maybe sometimes he gets in and put. And PJ Washington, amazing game, 42 points, 7 threes. He could not miss a shot. Um, Sell high, PJ Washington sell high. His minutes is inconsistent because they're not starting him. So some nights he only gets 25 minutes. Brandon Miller, meanwhile, starting. He's a must roster. A horrible game here. 6 for 18, 12 points, and not much else. But he's gonna have minutes and he's gonna have usage. Miles Bridges, a beautiful game. 21 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 steals and 2 blocks with 3 threes. This man can do everything in fantasy. So next year, right, assuming he stays off trouble off court, he's gonna get drafted pretty high. And Cody Martin could be a stream player. 6 assists here. He can get you a bunch of defensive stats. Moving on to the next game. We have the Bucks. I don't know if Doc Rivers coached this game. Did he? Yeah. Doc Rivers haven't. This game was without Doc Rivers, but either way, help is on the way. And the Pelicans, on paper, right? A lot of times they have a lot of talent, but then you have games like this where you go like, you get blown out. Sometimes they blow teams out too, but just I feel like this team is just very, very inconsistent, especially different matchups. Because Zion, I think teams can really guard him in a way that could expose their offense a little bit, and defensively, I'm not sure how elite are they. Zion Williamson, 23 points, but he was a minus 20 in his 29 minutes. Brandon Ingram, 26 points. Herbert Jones played just 20 minutes. Look, Herbert Jones, if you want defensive stats, I am okay holding on to him. But the reality is that he hasn't been getting a lot of steals. And, his season average maybe 1.2, 1.3. If he can give you 1.2, 1.3, it's fine to hold him. But in just last 10 or 20 games, he's getting like 0.7 steals. Which we understand, steals could be high variance. But I don't know. Hasn't been getting a lot. And the minutes is also trending down. So I'll be okay moving on from him, to be honest. You're maybe better off getting a guy like Matisse Thybulle right now, because he's actually getting more minutes. I mean, Trey Murphy didn't even play, so this weird game. For the Bucks, Damian Lillard, 26 points, 9 assists, and 2 steals in 29 minutes. Okay, 9 for 10. While Giannis had another big game. This is not really a big, it's just another average game. 30 points, 12 rebounds, 11 for 16 from the field. Brook Lopez added no blocks, but had 24 points. Yeah, it was easy. They really destroyed the Pelicans. The next game, how about the Spurs beat the Timberwolves? Wembanyama is scary. Anthony Edwards had a big game, 32 points and 12 assists, but it is not enough. And he hit 6 threes as well. No Mike Conley. We continue to stream Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Had 7 assists and a steal and 3 threes. He's not going to do a lot, but any point guard that play over 30 minutes, he could get you 5-6 assists and could go out for 25 points. All those are possible. Just like the upside. Rudy, just 7 rebounds, 19 points, and still on the block is okay. And Karl Anthony Towns is still on the block with 19 points. They didn't play. They played okay, like efficiency-wise. But Cat was a minus 14 versus the Spurs. And Jaden McDaniel finally happened, had 4 steals versus the bad Spurs team. Well, it's the Spurs. You give Victor Wembanyama close to 30 minutes, and this is what he's going to do. 23 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 threes, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. There's nothing this man cannot do. And he's going to average, if he play over 30 minutes, he's easily average over 3 blocks a game for years to come, right? And then we remember like a guy like Miles Turner. He's just a second-round player on a per-game basis in fantasy category leagues, averaging like 3 blocks or 2.7 blocks. So imagine Victor Wembanyama with more blocks, more points, more rebound, more assists, more steals, probably more threes. It's really the efficiency is his weakness right now. Devin Vassell had a good game offensively with 25 points and 3 threes. And how about Trey Jones? 11 assists, 2 threes, and 12 points. Trey Jones is kind of similar to the point guard Tyus Jones on the Wizards. Where beginning of the season they were not getting any time. Now they're getting time, getting the assist. Right, pretty good. 11 assists here is amazing. Jeremy Sohan. Continue. I think he's a must roster. Not the best game here, but he just went off the other night. Two assists, 4 rebounds, 13 points, and a block is okay. I think he needs to be rostered. Just no question asked. Just go roster him. Well, the last game of the night is crazy. This game went to double overtime, and 144, 145, and Lakers able to pull it through. And this game might, if the Warriors don't start winning some games, they're right now 3 games behind. They're only 2 games ahead of the Grizzlies, 3 games behind the 10th seed. So it's slipping away from them a little bit, after this loss. D'Lo played 48 minutes. D'Lo is a must roster, also a sell high if you can. There's just an uncertainty. If he gets traded, I don't know what situation he will be in. But right now he's playing really well. 5 assists, 2 steals, and block. But depending on what you want to get. You're not going to get somebody because D'Angelo Russell, I think it's very obvious. Just like a typical guard can give you good points, threes, and assists, but bad with efficiency and turnovers. So just do a 2-for-1, maybe get a better version of the, do a 2-for-1, get a top 40 player, see if you can do it. And then if he fits perfect on your team, then don't do anything. And Austin Reeves, 17 points, 2 steals, and 6 assists. Not bad, but really struggled from the field. And LeBron and AD, wow, huge games. LeBron had 20 rebounds. Oh my God, 12 assists, 36 points, 2 3, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. And AD had 4 blocks. I feel like Warriors do a good job guarding AD. I don't know if it's Draymond or somebody else. Every time AD plays the Warriors, not every time, but you see him struggle a lot. Well, he's also inconsistent. That too, I could just be tripping, but I feel like AD had a lot of bad games versus the Warriors. And how about Draymond Green? He's a must roster, triple double, Mr. Triple Double, 14 rebounds, 11 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. This is the old Draymond. Can he keep this up? We don't know. We'll see. I mean, he wasn't healthy to start off the season, right? And he got suspended, so maybe, things are kicking off the ground now a little bit more. We'll see. Steph Curry, beautiful game, but just not enough. He took 21 threes. Hit 9, 46 points. Clay had 24 points. But again, just shooting is no good, and he fouled out. Jonathan Kuminga is a must roster right now. 22 points and 9 rebounds and 2 threes. Wiggins also had a decent game with 2 steals and block. But yeah, this Warrior team, they got to start winning some games. Otherwise, they're going to be out of the playoffs, out of the play-ins. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.